What's good, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Hope you're all having a great day. And if you're new to the channel too and want to hit the subscribe button, that'll help me out immensely. Continuing our Rebirth Skyline Saga build. Parts that are on back burner are finally shipping out from, I would say, all over the world, other countries, Japan, Australia, New Zealand. Everything is slowly but surely making its way to, I guess, my front door. And also we received the major part for the Skyline the other day. I wanted to open it yesterday, but I couldn't since I was incredibly busy running my business. So today I thought I'd give you guys a little bit of an update, and we open up this big box all the way from Australia together and get a genuine reaction. Everything is coming along slowly but surely. Ordered some more parts. We have a NEO oil pump on the way with billet gears. We have a NEO metal head gasket on order as well. And I'm trying to see if I can reuse my ARP head studs from my 20 since they are compatible to the RB25 NEO. But since the camshaft snapped, I'm not too sure if the head did any damage to the head studs. So if I can reuse them, I'm going to, because that's going to save me an extra couple $100 on this build. But if I need to buy new ones, I guess I'm going to have to. Also, I found the perfect color for my timing covers and rocker covers that's currently being made right now. I'm incredibly stoked on this powder coat. I did see a YouTuber use it the other day and I knew I had to have it. So it's not really the most original, but again, I knew I needed to have it on my Skyline, and it's just such a complimentary color. It's gonna look sick. And also, shout out TikTok Shop for the new tripod camera mount. All right, this seems to be a good angle. Just want to give a huge shout out to PRP for having this kit available and essentially in stock, almost ready to ship. I did wait a little over a month for this kit due to some fabrication work that needed to be done. And just want to give a huge shout out to DHL for the speedy shipping. I believe once I got the confirmation to my doorstep was a little under 3 days. So a huge shout out to them. And this is the power plant for the RB25 NEO. That's going to make us an easy 500 wheel horsepower. All right, how does this look? Okay, I guess you can't get my face reaction, but let's go ahead and start opening up this big box with multiple boxes. Should be pretty easy. Oh, I do know what this is. All right. Actually, I don't know what this is. You know, oh, you guys can see it right there, actually. Oh, I know what this one is for sure. You guys, if you know, you know. All right, starting with this big box here. As you saw in the last clip, it said Artec on it. And I only want the absolute best for my builds and me. So I went with a stainless steel investment cast V-band reverse mount or reverse rotation manifold. This thing is beautiful. Check that out. And again, going V-band. So you already know what's going to be in the next box. Turbo, and then I also went ahead and got a external wastegate as well. But this is significantly lighter than stock, and honestly, the build quality is really nice. Shout out Artec. Color is a little weird. I thought it'd be more like cast colored, but maybe I'll get this jet hot coated so it can retain more heat, or I may buy their manifold blankets. It's only a couple $100, but again, we want to keep as much heat into the exhaust system as possible. But again, a very, very nice piece. Next, we have the powerhouse part that's going to supply us with all the power. And again, only the best for me. And I actually did my research this time on a turbo instead of just buying one like I did my 20. It's all this junk. Holy smokes. Anything else in here? Holy smokes. Okay. But I went with a, ooh, this is nice. I went with a Garrett G-Series G30 770 Turbo V-band reverse rotation, and it comes with all the necessary water, oil return lines. Damn, this is a beauty. It's actually not too much bigger than my GTX from Garrett. And again, everything V-band, reverse rotation. Damn, this is going to be crazy. And then of course I have to get a custom V-band flange downpipe build, which it's all the name of the game. But this thing is beautiful again, capable of upwards to 700 horsepower. But again, I just want to run anywhere between 400 to 450 wheel horsepower. Next box, I believe should all be all accessories. And yeah, beautiful. So yeah, this box here is all the accessories. We got a ton of AN fittings from Aeroflow. This is part of the kit I bought. Oh, that's not, oh, right here, okay. That's okay, things happen. Bulkhead fittings, another AN fitting, 90-degree AN fitting, turbo drain fitting, okay. Another bolt fitting, a nice 90, more bulkhead. Oh yeah, and I did get Pure Piece titanium stud exhaust kit. Definitely going to need that. More fittings. Universal lines for the turbo and coolants. Rubber hose, okay. More turbo goodies. A seal for the manifold. Another turbo drain. And then we have our Turbo Smart Gen 5 external wastegate. Cool. Fancy spanner wrench. Of course, the stickers, instructions, a diagram for your porting. Ooh, oh man. I did make the right choice. Nice. Turbo Smart, I believe this is a 45 millimeter Hypergate wastegate, external from Turbo Smart. Again, this came with a kit. I didn't order purple. I actually forgot the color. I thought they were gonna send me black, but you know what? This may be good. This may pop with everything else in the bay. I just don't want my bay to be too colorful, honestly, but with the color I chose for the valve for the rocker covers, this will complement it very, very well. And also I do have my turbo blankets as well for the wastegate and the turbo. Comes with various springs. I'm not too sure on how much PSI I want to run, but we have a ton of springs. Yeah, we got 1, 2, 3 springs that you can stack, of course. And honestly, I want to run no more than like 19 pounds of boost. Probably 17, keep the reliability. And then more really expensive V-band clamps. These are actually really nice, guys. Holy smokes. I'm geeking out. This is my first V-band setup on anything. I'm gonna do the exact same setup on my Mark II. but I want, again, the absolute best, and work and the businesses have been very well, so I'm gonna ball out. Incredibly stoked on all this, guys. Incredibly stoked. Also got more fittings, and here's everything laid out. Incredibly stoked on this setup, guys. You have no idea. Going to be making all the response, all the turbo noises. It's going to be great. Still in the mix of if I want to reroute my hypergate into the exhaust or if I should make a dump pipe. Let me know in the comments below, guys. Open to all ideas, honestly. All right, so I'm as eager as you guys are. Let's go ahead and put a couple of exhaust studs in the exhaust side here and see what this thing's gonna look like. We'll also go ahead and throw on the intake manifold. I don't have gaskets, so I'm not gonna like fully seat it, of course. But the other day, actually, I got out the cam seals. Was really a pain in the ass, and it was leaking a little bit from the cam seals. And then I'm not gonna worry about the oil pump. Well, I am gonna worry about it, but again, we have a NEO oil pump on its way with the billet gearing and the billet aluminum backing plate. And then this here too, this bolt, I'm gonna buy a ARP1 just because, you know, it's probably not necessary, but I want this motor to be as efficient and as strong as possible. But like I mentioned, let's go ahead and put a couple studs in and see what the RB25 NEO looks like fully mocked up. So unfortunately, the titanium studs I have, I thought were for the exhaust. Oh, not for the exhaust. They seem to fit the intake side very nicely, which is great, but I threw away all the studs on the exhaust side on the NEO. I don't know why I did that, but I did. So I'm thinking I'll just grab the ones from the 20 that's in the room, pop a couple on, and we should be good to go. Almost ran into another unfortunate predicament. If I wanted to remove one, I can't remove just one exhaust stud from my RB20 without taking the whole entire manifold off because there's not enough room on the stud to get a nut on to break it free. But I just remembered that 2 years ago I did order a brand new exhaust manifold stud kit from Raw Brokerage, and that came in clutch. Got new zinc hardware. I am going to, well, actually, boom, I got my intake manifold on a side note. Looks good, looks super clean. But the bolts they sent me are M8 instead of M10, which is what the exhaust side is. So I'm going to see if they can ship me another set that's M8 and I can return these. It's a pain in the ass because they're in Australia, but I did order the kit specifically for the RB. It's just an honest mistake, but the Grady manifold on with all the radium fueling goodies looks phenomenal. A couple more bits on this that I need to plumb up. For the most part, it looks beautiful. So right now I'm gonna go ahead and get the exhaust manifold, and this thing's gonna look amazing. This looks insane, everybody. Oh my goodness. I am so incredibly stoked for this, guys. You have no idea. Just imagine everything just in new condition. The block is painted. The head is all nice and shiny aluminum. I reveal the color on the rocker and timing covers. A little concerning, but this will be AN, so it won't hit. It's also, I don't think I can run these studs too, unfortunately. This manifold is a little wonky, or maybe I just need to play around with the fitment. But this is just a general mock-up, essentially, of what the motor is going to look like. And the G3770 is the perfect size turbo for this NEO. the family is all here. And also I need to buy some V-band flanges to weld on to the downpipe side of the turbo. And on that note, everybody, I am unfortunately out of time. It is now time for me to run my business, but I hope you all enjoyed the short content in today's video. The turbo manifold intake setup looks phenomenal on the RB. My powder coating just shipped out actually this morning. Just got an email about that. So stoked on that. Send those out to my boy at Powder Bros. Get the nice color going, and I can't wait to show you guys. It's going to be sick. And then, like I mentioned, still waiting on a couple of parts that are on back order, like the Ross Racing trigger kit that I ordered a little over a month ago. No ETA on that. It is a very important part when we want to get the RB running, so we still definitely have time, but I would like to have everything in my possession. Then again, we have the NEO oil pump and NEO head gasket. Still need to send the RB to the machine shop. And then once everything is said and done, oh yeah, also my wiring specialties wiring harness and R35 GTR coil pack kit should be done within the next week and a half. So I'm stoked on that. And once we get that in and the motor sent out and back, we can start prepping the engine bay again to essentially put the motor in, and then finish up the fueling and some other bits, do all the plumbing. Like, I have all the parts, but I'm really not even halfway there. But it's okay, I gave myself a deadline of June, so hopefully everything works out. But before I ramble on even more, everybody, thank you so much for the continuous love and support. And if you're new to the channel too and want to hit the subscribe button, that'd be awesome. And remember, aim high, drive low. I'll catch you next video. Take care.